Well, welcome or welcome back. I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't even know what I'm doing. So, what I do know, we're going to play D&D solo. Okay, so what that means, I'm going to use a bunch of different generators that I've found online, or even some roll tables I've found through good sources here and there. And basically, I'm just going to start playing D&D completely by myself. So I'm going to show you exactly the ways that I would go about doing that. You'll see, first off, I have my character sheet pulled up here on D&D Beyond. I'm going to use a virtual tabletop for some things like maps and things like that. So the virtual tabletop I'm using, I'm going to try to use a little Chrome extension that's just a passion project from someone called Above VTT. Above, yes, VTT, yep, that's right, okay. So that's what I'm trying to do today. So this is that Above VTT. You start off, gives you this whole screen, everything else. We can get into that later. Maybe I'll make a separate video on it. It seems really, really awesome. It starts you with this little starter scene thing, a built map, whatever, but you can make your own scenes, add your stuff from D&D Beyond, your campaign and all that. So let's move on from there. I made a character. I'm going to start with a level 8 School of Illusion wizard, okay, named Hallard. So he's going to be embarking on this journey. I don't really even know, I don't have a backstory for him necessarily. I know he's going to be like a young guy, maybe like 18, 19, just kind of a handsome young lad named Hallard. So let's find out some backstory stuff for him. So I'm going to open up a couple sources I have. Give me just a moment. Okay, this is interesting. So this is just a website I pulled up from some Reddit thread. Let's see what it gives us. So race, I already have my race picked out. I am a human. I know, basic. I'm sorry. But, you know, I wanted to start kind of easy. Start off easy. Humans aren't that easy because you have to choose a feat and everything else, or at least you can, which is what I did. So you got to put some thought into that. I already don't remember what I did, but I'm sure we'll get there. We'll go through it. Class wizard. Okay. Background. My background, what did I set it as? I don't even remember. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, background, flaws, ideals. Where the heck even is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, right there. Guild membership. Yes, okay, that probably won't even be an option because that's a sourcebook add-on thing. Guild artisan? Yeah, okay, you're right, great. That'll work. Charisma, I believe, is even, maybe even a little low. He has -1. Very, it's not for his looks, that's for sure. No, I'm just kidding. If anything, he looks okay, but he's not very charismatic. 20 years or younger. Okay. Okay, tell me my story. Family. Whoa, okay. You know who your parents are or were. Okay, good. You were born at home. Grew up poor with your single mother or stepmother. Your father died. Accident unrelated to class or occupation. So you just had some sort of an accident. Okay. I've got 5 siblings. Wow. Okay, all right. Older. Oh, nice. Give some details on them. All right. So I don't want to go too much into detail with this because I'm going to leave it open to be kind of generated as we're playing in some points too. Through roll tables or whatever generators the story ends up providing for us. So I'm just going to kind of leave that as it is for now. But I will use this largely as a reference potentially. So childhood. Okay. This is good. Live in a large house. Sure. Had a few close friends. Good. Okay. Became a guild artisan because you were always good with your hands. So you took the opportunity to learn a trade. You became a wizard because when you became lost in a forest, a hedge wizard found you, took you in, and taught you the rudiments of magic. Awesome. All right. Sweet. Life so far. 20 years or younger, yes. So we're going to say we're 18. You gained a bit of good fortune. You found a riding horse. Okay. Sweet. That sounds good. So let's, I'm going to pull up one more thing that I have in the bank here. Give me just a sec. Okay, so pulled up the Solo Adventures toolbox. I got a hold of this and love it for random generation. It's a very easy source book to use for solo gameplay, for sure. I definitely found it from a Ginny D video. She has one where she's like, "Can you play D&D solo?" And we are here to tell you you can. So anyway, so she's made a good video about it. If you want to check it out, look into it at all. But anyway, I'm here because I wanted to check out maybe quest generator. So let's go to page 36. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I'm not used to it yet. So give me a sec. All right, I guess I'll just scroll down to 36. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, where's that place? 50. Oh my gosh, 58 is too hard. 50. Did I even move anywhere? Come on. 38. Oh, all right, we're almost here. Here we go. That's 36. Okay, 36 right here. Quest generation table. So this is exactly how it works. You get some sort of generation table. I'll be using a lot of programs that kind of do this all for you. But this is how it works. If you've played some solo games before, you'll kind of know that this is how it works. Everything's kind of based on random rolls with a lot of awesome roll tables to decide how things end up. But this bad boy, quest generation table. So, let's roll some dice. Let's see what happens. So I need to be rolling D100, and I'm going to do that at least, okay, it looks like twice. There's two different columns here. So the first roll will determine the problem. Second roll will determine the resultant quest. So let's do this. I'm going to be using this thing called GM's Apprentice. It is a fantastic little resource for an oracle while you're playing. So let's get right into it. I'm just going to re-roll. So it's a D100, right? Correct? D100? Where am I? Oh my gosh. Okay. D100. Here we go. So roll 86. Okay. 86. So that's going to give us, where are we at here? Siege. Okay. So this is the problem. Anything from a small party of goblins surrounding a farmhouse to an army of imperial blades surrounding a city. Wow. Okay. So some sort of somewhat large scale, I guess a small party of goblins doesn't have to be large scale. Some sort of siege at this city, or maybe my home. Break. Oh wait, no, we're okay. We're not there yet. So siege. I'm going to roll another. Just re-roll through GM's Apprentice again. A lot of times I'll have this open on my phone instead, but since I want you guys to see everything that's happening, I'm going to leave it open in this window. So I'm going to re-roll. A 64 would be the resultant quest. So that's going to be right here. Investigate, implicate, incriminate, or expose. So I need to find out why. Okay, so let's say my backstory was that I got lost in the woods. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, okay. So backstory was I got lost in the woods. Right, okay, so why you became a wizard. Here we go. So I got lost in the woods, and a hedge wizard found you, took you in, and taught you the rudiments of magic. So let's see. Should this siege take place in the woods? Okay. Real simple intro. This is how this works. So GM's Apprentice, right? It's the Oracle setup. I'm going to ask a yes or no question. And it will be, this will basically give me all the answers. I'm going to say it's just an even option, even odds. So I'm going to roll right now. I'm just going to click re-roll. I'm going to say the question is, for my yes or no question, frame it as, did this siege take place after this wizard took me in and like showed me the rudiments of magic and stuff? Did this siege take place while I was with him? Yes. Okay. Very good. So let's say, was this siege was it a large band of intelligent creatures? And I would say likely. So let's say, the high percentage. So let's see what that gives us. Yes. Extreme yes. Okay. So it was a large band of intelligent creatures. I know it's an extreme yes because the exclamation point. So, was it a large band of orcs? We'll keep it even, yes or no? Yes. Okay. So it was a large band of orcs, we'll say, just came and absolutely raided this hedge wizard's little area. We'll say, did this hedge wizard live in a slightly civilized area, or was he kind of just on his own? So was the area a civilized area? We'll keep it even 50-50. No, it wasn't. Okay, so we're going to assume he lived kind of on his own then. Okay, so I'm going to start a scene setup. I'll kind of show you what that's like. So I actually use Microsoft OneNote for all of my scene taking and all that. So give me just a sec. I'll pull all that up. Okay, so here we are. Got it figured out. I'm all signed into that. I'm going to pull up, well, what do I even have here? DM list games. Okay, so I'm going to pull up this one. DM list, meaning that you don't need a DM to play the game because you rely on generators and roll tables to make it all happen. So that's what we're working at. This is, I'm actually going to start a new game. These are ones I've kind of messed with on my own a little bit, and with Alex also. So let's get a new game started. Just add a section here, and we'll call it, oh boy, what should this be called? We'll call it Hallard's, yep, I can't type, Hallard's Tale. There we go. It's simple enough, cheesy. It's good. We'll move on. So, untitled page. Let's make this one. Let's make this one. How do you rename these things? I don't know. Can you, like, untitle? Oh, this is the name. I put it right here. I'm an idiot. Scenes. We'll call it scenes, because when you're playing on your own, you're going to want to keep track of your scenes, or else you're going to get all sorts of lost and have no idea 3 sessions from now if you even met the NPC at that shop and, you know, little things like that. So let's get this game set up. We'll call that our first scene. Game setup. That's good. Pretty straightforward. So we're looking at Hallard. Lived, okay, with his parents. Good. Very good. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. His mom. Because Pops passed away due to some accident. This is really silly. When you make your notes yourself, you can actually make these make sense. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get through it quick for you. So here we go. Hallard lived with his mama. Pops passed away due to some accident, right? Unrelated to my... No, we'll just leave that open for now. So, yeah, that's good. Now, let's go. So I being Hallard, okay, in case I end up playing multiple characters. Hallard was once lost in a deep forest when a wizard collected him and taught him the rudiments of magic. We'll keep this even more vague. So Hallard was once lost in deep forest while... Let's put him far away from home, because why wouldn't he just go home, you know? So let's say Hallard was once lost in a deep forest while adventuring far from home, when a wizard collected him and taught him the rudiments of magic. Sorry if the lighting's weird. My cat is walking all up in front of the lights. The disrespect is insane. Kyle, what are you doing? Good to see you. Okay. Moving on from there. The hut. We'll say he's kind of a hermit, right? The hut of the hermit wizard was absolutely ravaged by a group of orcs. They seemed intent on showing their... What am I even saying? They seemed intent, but they really... They had vicious intent with their raiding of the wizard's home. Probably fine. Okay, good. I awoke thinking, so okay, I'm just gonna put this thing together real quick, right? I awoke when they left. I keep using I don't want to use I in case Hallard dies in the first scene and I'll have to move on. I don't want to say I am Hallard because maybe I want to play Hallard like a stolen car, like it's not my car, just go as fast as it can and try not to crash. Hallard awoke when they left. They must have thought he was dead. Okay, hang on. I'm going to ask you a yes or no question for the Oracle again. Keep things moving here. So, did the wizard die in the attack? We'll just keep it 50-50. See what happens. I should say, did the wizard die right away from the attack? No? Did they even roll? I'm going to roll one more time, just in case. No. Ooh, and event. Interesting. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's say you can make events in this. So here we go. Okay, so this mimics the mythic event generator right here. So I click no and event. I'm going to go with this right here. So the focus of the event would be, it's an ambiguous event. So that means it could involve anyone in the scene. It could involve plot threads. But often you kind of look at it as not directly. Maybe it's just a random thing that's happening. Doesn't seem to directly involve anyone specifically. But we'll say Hallard's awaking from the attack. So it will apply to him for sure. The question was, did the wizard die immediately during the attack? Answer is no. Here's the event. Ambiguous event. Action word being haggle, subject being the spiritual. Okay, haggle the spiritual. So, the goal is you use these words to interpret and build your story, whatever ways comes to you first. And if nothing really comes to you, just roll again. That's it's meant to be as simple as that. If you're not very creative, it might be kind of difficult for you, but many people that play D&D and are interested in playing solo at all are relatively creative. And if not, you could find more in-depth generators that kind of really lay it out for you. There's plenty online for free. So maybe you can look for one of those. Anyway, action, haggle the spiritual. So let's say the wizard did not die right away. He was able to cast a spell preserving his life until the moment that I woke up and found him. So let's go. We wake up from the attack. The hut's destroyed. The wizard's body is decimated. There's blood all over his body. His bones are broken. He was terribly attacked. But I go over there. His eyes still move. They open. They see me, being Hallard. All right. I'm just going to reference Hallard as me. Okay, here we go. It's got to happen. They see me, right? The wizard looks up, and what is it that he's telling me? So, I'm going to roll one more time. I'm going to use these 3 words to determine a meaning for what the wizard might relay to me. We know, before I get into that, we know that my quest is to investigate. What get I hear? My quest was to investigate / what was it? Incriminate. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna pull it back up. What is it? Where is it? Oh, right here. Investigate, implicate, incriminate, expose. So I need to really just investigate, incriminate, expose. Why did they do it? do I seek revenge? Revenge? See, there you go. Okay, so there's the game setup. Scene 1, baby. I awake. I wake, yes, okay. The wizard who has taught me magic has found a way to preserve his life. He communicates to me with his last breath. What does he communicate? So, what is it? James Apprentice, there we go. I'll get a lot better at this. It's the first time I'm trying it. I figured I'd spitball it. So, what did he communicate? I'm going to roll again. Use these 3 words. Use these 3 words right here. Forget religious dream. Interesting. What could that mean? Okay. Forget religious dream. Okay, so let's say maybe he had a full understanding of what happened, but during the spell, he forgot what happened. You know what? This is the quest right here. He forgot what happened. He knows that it was some like terribly dogmatic religious purposes that the orc had for some religion that they do, right? Maybe they were even like cultish about it. And their goal was actually unknown to the wizard. Their dream was unknown to the wizard. So the wizard doesn't remember exactly what it was, but he knows that they were evil with their religious intents, and that caused the whole thing. So I've got some sort of a thread. Okay. It was religious. Their intent and purpose. And it was evil. And it's evil, and they must be stopped. Boom. Quest setup. So now, I am to track/find these orcs and discover what it is they are doing and put a stop to it. Done. All right, sweet. There we go. That's scene 1. The wizard, we'll say the wizard's dying breath was to explain all that, and then he officially, the spell wears off, his body lays limp there in front of me. I have to track these orcs. So, that's exactly how you start, right there. That's how you start the game. I'm going to actually wrap it up right there, right? Well, scene 2, we'll pick up at understanding exactly what it was that happened, and finding all of the steps it takes to do that, right? There will be a bunch more generators we use, and we'll kind of go over them as we, keep going. I'll point out the important ones, try to skip all the boring stuff, whatever. And we'll go from there and see what happens. So, for now, thanks for stopping by. This was fun to try out. I'm really sorry if my mustache was crooked the whole time. I just got home from work and I didn't want to fix it. So if you just hate looking at me, just put a piece of tape over your TV or whatever you're looking at. And I won't know, so I won't take offense. Okay, great. Anyway, so I will see the rest of you around when we pick this up next time. Thanks for checking it out, I guess. Okay, bye.